Welcome to another tutorial on MATLAB. In the last tutorial, we have seen the MEX and C workflow, like how to generate a MEX file and a C code from your MATLAB model. But we do not know where exactly that process stands. So let's look into something called a V model. So V model stands for a verification and validation model, where there are different stages in which different processes are being implemented. So let's look into the same and see and get a feel like what exactly this process is all about. So coming to the V model, the first stage is the design of the requirement document. Everything will be written over here, what the system should be behaving like, or what is the need from the system. Correspondingly, an acceptance test also is being created based on this requirement. If everything is being satisfied, whatever is written in the requirement document, then acceptance test will clear all the required things and you will get the software ready. Here, the left hand side, if you are able to see, all are related to the development process. And the right hand side is somehow all are related to a testing process. The next stage is the system design. So once you have the requirement document, you need to design the system, like what are the things that should be there in a system. The next stage is the system architecture design. So in this one, what are the different subcomponents and how these will be integrated? So those things will be done in this particular design. So once you have the entire system ready, then you need to design, the architecture. As you can see, you will be getting a direct connection between different modules, and you will be getting the communication also in between the modules. So these are being developed in the architecture design. Once the architecture design is done, then the module design will happen. So this is the detailed module, like whatever the modules that we will be having in the software, that is related to this module design. So if we see in a short way, then this is the requirement. Then inside that we will have the system. Then we will have this architecture, and then we will have inside the module. And again inside the module we will have different codes. So how the software will behave, we will write the code first, then we will go for the module design using this code only. Once all modules are ready, then the architecture will be created, like based on individual modules, how they will be communicating. Then once a particular architecture is ready, then the system is designed. So all these development part happens parallelly with the testing part. So once you have the code ready, then you will have a unit testing for this particular code, which is here, which is a module type testing, like module. If the module is behaving properly, a module could be here considered as one unit. So here unit testing is done, and then once the module being tested with the unit testing, then we will test the architecture with the help of an integration testing. This will check whether the architecture between the modules communication or the behavior of the modules, all these things will be verified in an integrated way. Multiple modules will be there, like module 1, module 2 and module 3. So suppose there are 3 modules, then how these are behaving and communicating between each other, that is being verified in this particular integration testing. So particularly all these modules in a software are being verified. Then once the modules are being verified as a whole, the system will be also verified against the system testing. So once the system design is complete, this system testing will happen parallelly, and the overall system, suppose this is the entire system along with some interface, suppose with the software, then this is being verified with the system testing. Once it is okay, like once the system testing says okay, then we will go for the acceptance testing. So once the acceptance testing is done, then the software can be released. So suppose you have designed something in MATLAB and you have the model with you, then in that case you can either do a mill testing at the unit testing stage, or suppose you have designed the, or suppose you have generated the code from the model which is in the form of C code, then also you can implement the same in unit testing with the help of a cell testing. So both of these will be coming on this unit testing part. This can also be done in the integration testing part, where you will have the model, then it will be a mill testing. If you have the software, then it will be the cell testing, but it will be a integrated software or integrated module, which will contains the other modules like this one, module 1, module 2, and this can also go for a mill or cell testing. So at these two stages, you can do either a mill testing, either you can do for a unit or one module, or you can do it for multiple modules, which could be integration testing. And here you will be developing the architecture and the requirement document, system design and module design, and at the end you usually go for the code generation at the end. In case you are liking the channel, please consider subscribing. Please stay updated to the channel so that you will not miss our content. And happy learning MATLAB. We will see the remaining concept in the next tutorials. Have a good day.